Let's see, let's see, let's see. What do we actually have this game? I'd hope we'd be able to find usable territory, but of course this is another one of my games, and so everything is just awful. We might be able to do something with it, though. I don't know. We're just going to have to see. Yeah, somebody founded that a little quickly, which isn't really any big surprise, I suppose.
This is a great primary location for our new investment.
See if I can make that work. Actually, it was maybe a little awkward, but it could be all right. We're just going to have to find out. By the way, I sold out of glass to get the steel because I expect steel to go up in price. I don't really expect glass to go up in price all that much. But you can see Niven's going to have to buy up a lot of steel, for example. Whereas glass, everybody has their starting glass. They're not going to need to buy glass. So I went ahead and made that trade to get the steel quickly. And you can see glass is pretty stagnant. Steel, on the other hand, has shot up very, very quickly. And we do have a scavenger this game, which is interesting in and of itself. I may have found it in too awkward a spot to actually get going this game. I'm just going to have to see. Should be pretty close to being able to upgrade. There it is. Which means I suppose we should get into steel pretty quickly, actually. Geotherm already got taken over. That shouldn't be any real big surprise. That was probably a mistake. Water's already down at $7. I didn't need to claim that water right away. There was other water around the map, so I've just wasted a claim for legitimately no reason whatsoever. Good job, me. Way to be. I'm not even going to take it. Like, I don't need that debt right now, honestly. It's useless. Why should I bother? I just shouldn't have taken that spot. We're going to have to see what else I can do here. Whoa. I might be a little too tired for this. I just don't even feel like talking. I feel like sitting around and waiting for my resources to come in, and that's it. That's all I want to do right now. But we're not going to do that. We're going to try and avoid it. Alright, other people have aluminum coming in, so we'll go ahead and sell down. How many other people have aluminum? Clark has it. Our expansive player has it in the corner there. Herbert doesn't have it as a robot, but he's a robot, so, you know, it's just whatever. Let's just go ahead and grab up our glass. We can get it now very, very easily, very simply. It's not going to be a problem. Still not taking this yet. We are just going to push toward this upgrade very, very soon. We have plenty of steel rolling in, at least, which is nice, you know. And only one other guy seems to be making steel. He's already pushed up to HQ level 3 with it, but that's okay. We just got to keep our steel production rolling out, and with any luck, we'll be all right. That $1 water price. I guess that's Herbert over here who drove water down so insanely fast. Now it's come back up a little bit, but still. That got a little silly. Very, very quickly there. The question at this point is glass or food, and food seems like the fairly obvious choice in a lot of ways. Only reason I might avoid it is because it's so obvious, a lot of people might try and do it. There is a geotherm up here still. I'm just going to take that. Shoot. Make someone mad at me, but whatever. That happens, right? You can't always avoid that. People just get mad sometimes. It's not your problem, it's their problem. I would like this, I wanted the 3,000 Goon Squad I was about to talk about. I want this Goon Squad before it goes up in price, and it went up in price anyway. Whatever. All the mutinies everywhere. Everybody wants a piece of that power market, it seems. We should be making a pretty decent amount of money at this point. We'll go ahead and get that Goon Squad.
Want a hologram? Bid now and you can get one.
Okay. We're in a pretty decent spot. Our aluminum is weak. We do have this water tile we could go ahead and take, I suppose, at this point to try and keep water prices low since we're benefiting from those low water prices. Hologram could be pretty cool. There are spies this game. But nobody's going to know for sure who got that hologram, I suppose. Besides, probably not Herbert. This is a really, really, really expensive hologram. I'm going to try and keep an eye on who got it. Okay, so Asimov got the hologram. So I'm just going to try and keep an eye out for that.
Robotic colony expanded.
Oh, water got expensive quickly. Asimov is just flying ahead of everyone on the back of these steel mills that are so heavily defended back here. Like, and somebody power surged at one point, it looks like, but it ran right into the goon squad. Like, that's just not going well for people, it would seem. We're trying to make steel too, but we aren't churning it out the same way he is. Niven's still stuck, like, Niven's basically dead in the water. And Asimov may just end up running away with this one. He is in a terrifyingly strong position right now. Clark not far behind him, obviously. He's doing a decent job there, making good solid money from his buildings. Fuel keeps getting expensive far more rapidly than I am used to it doing. Which is something I should be ready for. Asimov says water is bugged. He has 6k water. Okay, cool. Something. Well, I mean, he could have bought water, I suppose, right? Like, that's theoretically possible. He could have bought water. I don't know how he would have ended up with 6,000, effectively.
Robotic colony expanded.
It does explain why water is so cheap, though.
Expansive
Or...
colony expanded.
bought water when it was $1. Okay. Well, that makes sense. He was, I mean, getting up to 6,000 water, though. Like, if he has bought up to 6,000 water, that price should be a lot higher.
With this new expansion, we have increased our potential production rates by a lot. The shareholders will love it.
Water is staying. Okay.
New land is available for auction. Bidding will begin at
4,000.
sold.
I just, busy trying to figure this out. Try and hit the click bid button. It's just not working out. Whatever. I guess it's kind of... This is a very strange circumstance. Like, why is water so cheap? I can't even see how much Herbert's been selling. He's not even making water right now, though. Like, nobody was making water for a while, and that price was still dropping. It's very strange. I'm just going to make that transition like that. And then I could go ahead and just throw down extra power pretty easily. Why do I have so much power coming in? I have 4 from geotherms. Do I have 2 geotherms down? Oh no, he boosted it. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I'm sitting here getting very, very confused. Try buying into some electronics, I suppose. Clark is sitting on a fairly ridiculous amount of cash, I imagine, from those electronics. I still have 2 claims left over. I am very confused about how this game progressed in terms of this water price, though.
Colony expanded.
Like, that is an awful lot of water to manage to get. I kind of want power. I kind of want a bunch of things, actually. In a lot of ways, electrolysis reactors make the most sense. Even with Clark sitting there turning them... He's just so... Yeah, that's really frustrating. Just a simple misclick like that, and suddenly you're screwed. Which is fun.
We're not surprised, just disappointed in you.
Let's go ahead and take our upgrade, because we can very easily. Sure, we'll just get to a hex there. Why not? Probably should goon squad it if I want to do that, actually, but whatever. I can... What can I actually do from here this game? Everything's feeling very awkward. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going on to cause these prices, rather than actually playing the game, which is definitely causing me problems. Pleasure domes are kind of okay. I could go ahead and get in on them just to make sure nobody else completely runs away with them. I could try and build a patent office as well. I should probably fill in these reactor spots just because that would be generally thought of as a pretty decent idea. Even if maybe reactors aren't what I want in them, I've gotten myself into just an exceptionally awkward spot where I'm screwed, actually. Well, that was very straightforward. Just dynamite. Okay. Now, I don't know what happened with prices this game. Why we were able to buy, like, everybody together was able to buy such a ridiculous amount of water.
So,
Okay, whatever. And Game Slayer's actually just plain dead. Well, I don't know what to do about that, honestly. Like, how to fix that situation. Let's go ahead and do that, though. Does he actually have thinking machines over there? Game Slayer did have thinking machines and then died. Okay, that's fine. That's kind of whatever. Asimov is sitting in there, over there, just rolling in cash. I don't even know exactly what from, besides his initial water play. I mean, I don't see any point in playing out this game at this point, if that's how things are going. Why are things operating like that? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, what do I even want here? I guess I can take virtual reality? It's not that interesting, this game. What do we want to do? Slant drilling? We could take slant drilling. It's kind of okay. My territory is just straight garbage, let's be honest. Doesn't really matter what I do from here, we're just dead. Spending too much time thinking about that whole ridiculousness rather than playing. Let's just go ahead and make a transition. We could try to get an Offworld online, I suppose. Might not be the end of the world. I can also just buy up my stock so I don't insta-die to anybody. I can sell down plenty of silicon, that's for sure. That was a really good way to get myself targeted, of course, trying to set myself up so I can't just be killed. Now I'm nowhere near an Offworld. These are all pretty garbage all of a sudden.
yeah.
Well, water, food's back to being pretty decent, but that dust storm is in the way. I guess I can turn these back on. They're kind of functional-ish, most of them. I guess that's the best I can say about them. I'm just gonna buy my 100 now. I'm not gonna worry about anything but getting that 100 bought up. Do that there, since I don't have thinking machines. There's really no point as far as I can tell. Like, Cubit's just gotten killed. Asimov and Herbert are just kind of running everybody over. In particular, Asimov.
Auction unclaimed.
I don't even know what that auction was for. Probably could have thrown down electronics at some point. Might have been a decent idea. I don't even understand what's happening in this game, though. Carbon scrubbing would have been the better call than slant drilling, honestly. Almost had the cash for that. Still sitting on way too much aluminum, which has just tanked this game. I suppose I could turn that into power pretty easily. Even though there's this dust storm going on, hopefully it'll be valuable-ish long term. They're probably making just way too much from those subsidiaries, though. He's still sitting on 170,000 in resources. I can't scroll this chat anymore, and it really bothers me. It used to be, when I hit enter, I could scroll through chat and see what I had missed. I can't do that anymore. And I'm not really sure why that's the case, to be honest. Like, that's some really good functionality in there, actually. The idea of, hey, just take a look if you want. It's fine, don't worry about it. You don't have to pay attention to that chat immediately. You can come back to it later. It's all good. That is not the case anymore. If you miss it, well, you're SOL. Have fun.
Stock's getting sold.
Well, stock's getting sold, I guess. I don't really know if that even matters, but, you know. Their stock prices are so ridiculously high right now. My chems are probably awful.
Your stock is
I did get carbon scrubbing, which is nice.
Your stock is being bought.
Yeah, I'm just so dead. I don't know what to do about that if he had 6,000 water in particular.
Your
Like,
stock is being bought.
what do you honestly do? I could target down that steel mill. I suppose a lot of this is from electronics and the rest from power, but man. Like,
Offworld.
I don't understand what actually happened here. Even with the 6,000 water. That's pretty ridiculous. He even made it up to HQ level 5. Like, that's not even... Whatever. I guess. Whatever. I can't get to the point where I can do anything about this. There we go. What do I actually want to do here? My electronics aren't frozen anymore, so they are making decent money. Well, I had to open my mouth, didn't I? Don't really care about the plot. There's really nothing to do. I am just dead in a few moments, but we can pretend. No, come back here, cancel the food launch, give me the food back, sell the food down. This is not a particularly complicated endeavor. That dust storm is going on. Hopefully it'll clear out by the time I actually get the rest of this production online. I could scrap this guy and turn it into something else, but once again, there's really no point when he's just sitting on this insane amount of cash. And he has so many stocks that it's just, I can't keep up with him at all. He'll just kill me in a minute here. I would love to see what caused this, though. Also, why he has 6,000 resources. Oh, it's because that's what was in his hack array, because the game actually counts that now. So he just didn't play it out correctly. That's fine, I suppose. So where did all that come from? It was actually just mostly steel. Nobody made steel. Besides me, he made a lot of steel and won the game. And carbon. Some on electronics, yeah, but it was the steel that did everyone in. Just nobody made steel. And then, of course, he had the subsidiaries as well. I don't know what you'd do about that besides, like, overproduce steel yourself. But I was in a position where that wasn't really a viable option most of the time, it felt like. I'm surprised he made that much on steel, though. That's pretty insane. Like, that much money on steel? How does that even happen? 272,000. I have no idea how that happened. Maybe just adrenaline boosts. Being adrenaline boosts. Like, we didn't do a bad job that game relative to everybody else in a lot of ways. He just blew everyone out of the water.